the 13th of May, 2025, and we are here to study Bhagavad Gita. And today, Bhagavad Gita session will be led by Babu Prabhu, who is a very, very special friend and dear devotee. And I'm not sure how to properly glorify Babu Prabhu. And it's been many, many years, at least 5+ years, close to 5 years or so, right? Since we first got to meet Babu Prabhu. And when he was living in St. Petersburg, last 3 years he's been living in Lachua. But before that, he was living in St. Petersburg, and it is the mercy of Srimad Bhagavatam that Babu Prabhu got connected to the path of Krishna consciousness because his dear son Lakshya wanted to have a Bhagavatam, to read Bhagavatam. So it's so amazing how different souls can get connected to Krishna consciousness, and everyone has such a beautiful story. Um, but Krishna has his own plans and nets, right? Some will get connected to Bhagavatam, some through their children, some through prasadam, some through book distribution. But long story short, Prabhu is very dear devotee, and it is said that a devotee continuously adjusts their lives. I was reading that recently, and give priority to Krishna consciousness. And giving that priority to Krishna consciousness, giving that priority to the upbringing of their children, they decided to make a very big move and move to Alachua to have a more favorable environment for their children, a more favorable schooling, a more favorable devotee sangha, and you know, and never look back, which is great. And I can speak a lot, but today we want to hear from Babu Prabhu and his dear family. So Babu Kanayan Prabhu, Kanayan also means Krishna, and Jayanti Mataji, his good wife, and two wonderful children, Lakshya and Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, for giving us a chance to hear Bhagavad Gita from you. So I'll put a pause and pass on to you. Thank you so much. Let's welcome Babu Prabhu with heart and soul, and let's hear from him. So let's welcome 3 times loudly chanting. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Thank you, Prabhu. Please share.
Thank you. Thanks for your guidance and support. And without your support, I would not be able to present this one. Is my voice audible, Prabhu?
Yes, please.
Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana-salakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sabhidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayyam Gadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Yuta Patakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrasatam Sahagana Raghunatam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादाः सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपीशा गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्तं नमस्तुते तप्तकञ्चन गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुधे देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुपस्य कृपासिन्धुवेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वतीदेवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी औचित्यादेशधारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे Thank you, Prabhu, and thank you, devotees, for joining. Let me share my screen. Yeah, thank you, devotees, and thanks to Subhalas Prabhuji and Mataji for giving the opportunity. And this is the first time I'm doing this presentation. Now, please forgive me if I made any mistake, and definitely share your feedback, and so that I can correct in future. Prabhuji, you are able to see the screen, right?
Yes, true.
Yes, yes, yeah. So today I'll be the topic what I chose is the a timeless guide to life, Bhagavad Gita. So we all know that Bhagavad Gita is kind of a complete user manual for human life. So what here I representing is I took a certain verse from Bhagavad Gita, and I'm kind of correlating with the general user manual what we use it. So if we generally if we speak about user manual, say for any product, if you buy in any product, so from the particular company they give a user manual, and intelligent person what they do is before they use the product, they will go through that user manual. They will understand what is the purpose of this particular product, what are the key features of the particular product, and what are the basic operation or basic functionalities that particular product has, as well as what are the best practices or tips, so that if you use those tips, your product will be kind of achieving the what it made, why it was made. And at the same time, the product also they give the troubleshooting. So if you buy a product, there might frequently correction. Yeah, if you buy a product, you also might know that troubleshooting, know how we can troubleshoot certain issues if we face it. And for the product also, they would be giving in the user manual how we regularly maintain the product. So regularly, kind of maintaining the product, why it is required. And certain safety precautions. So safety precautions means what precautions we should take so that the product should not be damaged, or it should not be kind of either it should not be damaged, and it should not go out of the kind of its functionalities. And finally they also give the guarantee. So what is that guarantee for the particular product. And before buying the user manual, we need to know that from whom we are getting the user manual. Is it, suppose if I buy an iPhone, so I have to refer the user manual provided by Apple. So instead, I should not refer to know some of the YouTube channel or some of the random website. So similarly, Bhagavad Gita, you all know that it is spoken by Sri Krishna. So we need to know that the Krishna, how Krishna is kind of mercifully share this particular detail, and then we will go into detail. So before we go to Bhagavad Gita user manual, let me just give a high level overview about who is Krishna. So you all know that Krishna is kind of seed giving father. Krishna itself mentioning, so I am the seed giving father. So he is the owner for all of us. We are kind of no product. No, from him we came. So Krishna is a seed giving father. It's Krishna itself saying in Bhagavad Gita 14.44. And in the Bhagavad Gita sloka 10.12, Arjuna is saying that, confirming, saying that no, all the great sages such as Narada, Ashita, Devala, and Vyasa confirm this is the truth about Krishna. Whatever Krishna is saying, it's no, all the great sages also agreeing Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. And at the end, we need to understand Srila Prabhupada. He is now our founding Acharya. He also giving that clearly message that in Bhagavad Gita introduction. If one properly follows the instruction of Bhagavad Gita, one can be freed from all the miseries and anxieties of the life. So these are the high level overview of who is a Krishna, and from Krishna we got this Bhagavad Gita. It is a user manual. So we got the user manual from the owner itself. So that is what I want to highlight here. Then let's go into deep dive into each component. If I take a user manual particular product, why the particular product is made, what is the purpose of that particular product. Okay, so so we have to see Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is highlighting what are the activities human should follow, what is the purpose of that particular human life. So let's go into that. Purpose of human life. So this human form of life is meant for inquiring about the absolute truth. This is our major purpose. We, as a human being, our major purpose is inquiring about absolute truth. And as a living entities are eternal servant of Krishna, but somehow or other way we have forgotten this fact. So that's why now Krishna has now appeared again, and he's kind of he spoke to Arjuna about Bhagavad Gita. What is that as a human living entity, what they have to do. Okay. So here the purpose of human life were divided into 4 different categories. So there may be multiples verses would be there. The multiple factors also would be there. But based on my understanding, I divided into kind of 4 major purpose. It's all are interrelated. Now, first one is a devotional service. So as a human, uh, as a living entity, what is our primary purpose? Primary purpose is one who engages in the full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcend the modes of material nature and thus come to the level of Brahman. So Krishna is saying that in 14.26. So engage in a full devotional service. That is kind of primary duty of human life. This is a primary duty of human. As a product, we are product of Krishna. So we have to do devotional service, engage in full devotional service. And in another sloka, he is also clearly mentioning, surrendering all your work unto me with full knowledge of me, without desire for profit, with no claims to proprietorship, and free from lethargy and fight. Surrender. So devotional service as well as surrender is kind of interlinked, but just want to highlight the devotional service when surrender, complete surrender. We have to kind of surrender all our work to Krishna and full knowledge of Krishna. That is what Krishna is saying here. And fourth component is self-realization. We need to know that what is our position and what is position of Krishna, and we need to realize that how we are connected with Krishna. We are part and parcel of Krishna. That self-realization is one of the important component as purpose of human life. But for one who takes pleasure in the self, whose human life is one of self-realization, and who is satisfied in the self only, fully satiated, for him there is no duty. So Krishna is saying that once who is self-realized and he don't have to do any other duty. It's kind of the high level of platform. And final objective for all of us as a living being or human life, liberation. So we want to go back to Krishna because as a here you can see here, as a living entity, we are eternal servant of Krishna, but somehow or other way we have forgotten this fact. So Krishna is giving the user manual, clearly saying that these are the purpose of the product, and we have to, if we are able to do this, you can easily come to me, or you can easily come to back to Godhead. That's what Krishna is giving here. So just want to summarize: devotional service, engage in a devotional service, surrendering, self-realization. If we do everything, then automatically we'll get liberated. We'll go back to Godhead, and there won't be no kind of again coming back to the material world. So this is the high-level purpose of human life. There may be multiple other component would be there. With my limited knowledge, I just know capture the 4 component. So let's go into key feature. So for example, we got to know what's the purpose of human life. Now we need to understand what is the key features Krishna has given, key special features, what he has given to us by Krishna. So in this world, men are not meant for quarreling like cats and dogs. Men must be intelligent to realize the importance of human life. Vedic literature is meant for human being, not for animals. So we are in the human life. We born as a human, and we are not like a cats and dog. And as a human being, we have option to, we have some special features that is not available to other living entities. So these are the special features, you can say key features. It's part of no human life. First, let's go here. After many birth and death, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be a cause of all cause, and all that is such a great soul is very rare. So it's clearly Krishna is saying it's not that everyone will know born as a human being. They have to go to multiple lifetime, and they might be they might have born as an animal, then they elevated to next level. Prior to that, they might be born as a plants or tree. So after several birth, no, we become like a human being, and this is a special feature, or this is a special feature of the product where we can engage in a devotion service. So it's what you can see here after many birth and death. So that's what is very clearly mentioned. And such a great soul is very rare. It's not that you will get a lot of people with that quality. So this feature is already inbuilt with us. So what I'm trying to say is these features are inbuilt with us. And when you go through the user manual, you'll know, okay, these are the features I have. Then one more thing is Krishna itself saying that in 15.7, all the living entities or conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with 6 senses, which include the mind. So this is also one more special feature. We are quantitatively we are not same, but qualitatively, we are kind of parts and parcel of Krishna. So we also has qualities, coming from the Krishna. He has enabled us with certain qualities. This is the special feature or key feature what we have. If you go through the manual, you will understand, okay, these are the features I have, then I have to use it. So if you buy a product, if the product has some of the special feature, if you're not use it, now you can understand, right? So how the owner will feel. So if you buy an iPhone and if you just using it for only calling purpose, and if you're not using the what are the other features it does, think about the owner how they will feel. Similarly, Krishna also would be feeling. These are the special feature he has given to us, but we are not enabling it. And not only here, Krishna also giving that okay, you can go on a different path and you can achieve the liberations. It's not that no one fixed path. No, you can do that. So he has given karma yoga, he has given jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, and these are the primary 3 paths. And there is a jnana yoga, one more path also there. So as a living entity or human being, we can achieve Krishna through different paths. He has given options as well. And in the Bhagavad Gita also, he is mentioning that bhakti yoga is kind of the highest form of yoga. But definitely it doesn't mean that the people who have other skills they can do. So he has given those additional features as well. And in addition to that, so he has given different paths. At the same time, where you can, so you may be born as a Brahmana, Kshatriya, or Vaishya, Sudra, or You may be in the kind of brahmacharya ashram, and you may be in you may be in sannyasi, or you may be grahastha ashram. So whatever your ashram or varna, through that also you can do the devotion service. You can reach to the Supreme Lord. So Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Sudras are distinguished by the qualities born of their own nature in accordance with the material mode, co-chastier of the enemy. So Krishna is saying in 18.41. So these are the special features. It's available to all the human beings, but we are not aware, or we are not enabling that features. So if you go through the user manual, you will understand, okay, these are the features we have. So we see in purpose of human life, then we see in the what is the key feature we have. Now let's go into the core function. So core functions are, say, okay, I know that what is my purpose. I have certain features. When I go through the user manual, then now understand, okay, what is that basic activity I'm doing? Am I doing it right way? So that's what now we'll go and discuss it. So here Supreme Personality of God had said, according to the modes of nature acquired by the embodied soul, one's faith can be of three kinds: in goodness, in passion, or ignorance. Now, why I am highlighting here is how we operate. That is also Krishna saying, based on these three modes: sattva, rajas, and tamas guna. Okay, so still a lot of people, even including me also, I do not know how to eat, how to sleep, or how to meditate, how to speak. So when we refer the Bhagavad Gita, it's clearly mentioned how one person has to do. This is all basic operation. I'm not talking about moving to the transcendental platform, moving to liberation. So I'm just talking about day-to-day life, how one person has to eat, how one person has to sleep, and how to meditate, how to speak. There may be a lot of additional points also will be there. Maybe the prasadam component, or and focusing your mind. So a lot of additional functionals also there with my limited knowledge and limited time. So I just captured a different component. So here Krishna is saying 6.17, he who is regulated in his habits of eating, sleeping, recreations, and work can mitigate all material pains by practicing yoga system. It's very clearly mentioning it's regulated in habits of eating, sleeping, and recreation and work. Don't do too much, and don't do very less as well. So very clearly mentioned 5,000 years before itself. And it is 6.17. Now, if we talk about eat, so Krishna is saying 17.8, what kind of food we should eat. If you want to maintain your healthy body and feel, give that food what we eat, give the strength to us. So he's saying, food dear to those in the mode of goodness increases the duration of life, purity one's existence, and gives strength, health, happiness, and satisfaction. Such foods are juicy, fatty, wholesome, and pleasing to the heart. And he also mentioned that what are the foods with tamasic food. So one should not eat those kind of food. What kind of impact he will get. So it's very well defined that if you want your health to be very strong and you want to live happily, so you have to eat this kind of food recommended by Krishna. Even he has went to next level, how much you have to eat. All those things also mentioned. How to sleep. So this is also very important. So there is no possibility of one's becoming a yogi, Arjuna, if one eats too much or eat too little, sleep too much, or does not sleep enough. So sleep also not very important. Krishna is clearly mentioning how much we need to sleep, and we should not sleep too much as well. And regarding meditation also, he has mentioned how to meditate. There are 2 or 3 different verses also there. I took verse 6.13. One should hold one's body, neck, and head erect in a straight line and stare steadily at the tip of the nose. Thus, with an unagitated, subdued mind devoid of fear, completely free from sex life, one should meditate upon me within the heart and make me the ultimate goal of life. How do we have how to meditate? That is also clearly mentioned. Speaking. 90% of the issues will be resolved if you follow what Krishna is saying, because most of the problem comes when we speak what's in our mind and what's we are talking and what is our action. These three are not in a straight line, so we will be in a problem. So here Krishna is saying that the mastery of the speech consists in speaking words that are truthful, pleasing, beneficial, and not agitating to others, and also regularly reciting Vedic literature. So these are the core functions of the product. These are basic operations. So Krishna is clearly giving what needs to be done. There are a few more. There are a lot of verses are there where we can go through in detail and we can understand on the day-to-day operation, day-to-day lives, right? How Krishna is guiding it. But we never had a chance to open the user manual and not. We always went to trial and error method, and or somebody who is blind following blind. Like, I might be following some person. He also might not know what's need to be what he has to eat. And so here user manual very clearly mentioning on the basic operation. And one component just need to remember, it's three modes of nature also very important. This will impact, this will kind of influence how we eat, how we sleep, how we speak as well. So it is our responsibility to move it to a sattvic mode. Then from there, then we can go to nirguna mode. But at least sattvic mode moving into that is good step for us to move into progress. Okay, so we seen the core functionalities to maintain the body, maintain the mind. What is that Krishna has given? Let's go to best practice and tips. So best practice is nothing but I do my day-to-day job and everything, but if I do certain best practice, how I can achieve my goal. So when you do the basic operation, okay, you will be live happily in the material world, or without much struggle. Maybe a little bit struggle will be there, but you can progress in that spiritual path. But here best practice or best practice you can say, or in generally we say cheat sheet, where this if you follow these other things, you will be achieving your goal. Okay. And whoever at the end of his life quits his body, remembering me alone at once attains my nature. Of this, there is no doubt. Krishna clearly saying that once who remembers me at the time of death, he will attain my nature. There is no doubt. Very clearly, confidently, Krishna is saying. And let's go into best practices. You can say best practices. If we do that, as an instrument, we will be able to perform well. At the same time, we will achieve our goal. Okay, so here devotion, engage in devotional service and always meditate upon me, having fixed their minds upon me, O son of Partha. For them, I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. So engage in a devotional service is very important. And here you can see that swift deliverer. Fast way we can reach Krishna. So like now it's we are going, somebody is climbing a steps to reach the 15th floor. But if you follow the bhakti yoga, you will go in an elevator. So that's what Krishna is saying here. This is the best practice. If you follow it, you can achieve your goal. And regarding chanting, always chanting my glories. He's mentioning 9.14. Endeavoring with the great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. So chanting is very important. That also helps us, kind of moving the ladder very quickly. You can say best practices are tools and tips like that you can say. Yeah. And one who is able to withdraw his senses from sense object as the tortoise draws its limbs within the shell is firmly fixed in perfect consciousness. This is also one more component you can say. Uh, our senses should be kind of we should not be more attached to the senses. Then instead of that, we have to control our senses. So there are additional, instead of controlling senses, we can engage our senses in Krishna's conscious activities. and this is very important. So whatever you say, devotional service, chanting or withdrawing senses, it will be kind of no, the connection between Krishna and us will not be established until no, you do not have no spiritual master. So if you see Bhagavad Gita itself, Arjuna was no kind of confused, and he was kind of no, he was in a confusion. He said no, you don't want to fight, and even he's tried to kind of uh, handle by himself, but he couldn't do. But when he is at the Bhagavad Gita 2.7, he's clearly saying, now I'm confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of misery's weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple, and the soul surrender unto you. Please instruct me. So, so in this we can see that the importance of spiritual master, and we have to surrender to spiritual master. Until unless you are not surrendering, the connections, even you can do the chanting, you can do withdraw the senses, devotion service, but through spiritual master only, no, spiritual master and Guru Parampara, they know the connection is established. So these are the kind of, you can say, best practice or tips, you can say, to operate in this way, material world effectively, and we can go back to Godhead, no, swiftly. That's what they mentioned, no, swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. Okay, then moving to next component. So we seen that basic operations for that know how we can survive in this material world. But we want to elevate to next level. We want to go to next. We want to go to Golok or back to Godhead. So these are the tips we need to follow. Why these tips is applicable? Because we had those features already. These tips and best practices are not applicable to any animals or any other living beings, because we got those features inbuilt with us. Only thing is we have to enable those features and implement those best practices. So let's go to troubleshooting. So when I buy a product, and if we have any issues, known issues, okay, so they might have given us steps. Okay, if I, for example, if I have a dishwasher and if it is producing a lot of noise, it means okay, there is some moving part, it is not working. So either it may be a pump or it can be a motor inside, it might not be working. So troubleshooting also, Krishna has given clearly. Wow, if, for example, if I get anger, what I need to do? If it's, suppose, for example, I am getting angry. So here it's Krishna is saying, while contemplating the object, how anger arises. It's also clearly given. While contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them, and from such attachment, lust develops, and from the lust, anger arises. So clearly, so suppose you feel angry, how I can reduce my anger? So we need to understand what is the root cause of anger. So here Krishna is saying that when we attach to our senses, and and because of the attachment, then lust develops. Then if you are not able to fulfill those expectation or whatever you attachment, right? So then automatically anger arises. How to troubleshoot is how to resolve it. That is also Krishna's giving. The sense require real engagement, and if they are not engaged in the transcendental loving service of Lord, they will certainly seek engagement in the service of materialism. So it's very well defined. So I have senses. I cannot close my senses. I cannot stop hearing, and so it's very difficult to do that. Only maybe very elevated people yoga they can do that. But living in the material world and living in this in the grahastha ashram, how it can be done? So here Krishna is saying, use your senses for real engagement. So that your lust will not be developed. Your love will increase for Krishna. So this is how he has given for anger. For same example, loss of intelligence. Suppose if we feel that okay, I am not able to take a decision properly. I am taking no incorrect decision. Why it is occurring? So here Bhagavan Krishna is saying that from anger, complete delusion arises, and from delusion, bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost. And when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into material. So it means if you're not intelligent, what will happen? You will do the activities is not, no, it's we are supposed to do. We are not supposed to do. So we will go back to either we'll come back to this material world again, or we'll go to no lower platform. So here how to troubleshoot. So here if we see the purport on the 2.63, unless all the senses are engaged in the service of Lord, even one of them engaged. So here is very important point. Even one of the senses, if not engaged, and if it looks for sense gratification, your intelligence will be lost. So it's very important that if we feel that okay, my intelligence lost, I'm not able to take a decision, and I'm always instead of choosing the right path, I'm choosing a different path. I'm always in anger and anxiety. So you have to now reflect on it. Okay, why I'm getting why my intelligence is lost. So here, even one of them engaged in sense gratification, it will no, it will not able to reach the destination. So as mentioned in the life of Maharaj Ambarisha, all of the senses must be engaged in the Krishna consciousness. For that, it is correct technique for controlling the mind. Because mind cannot be, no, you instead of controlling the mind, you can engage the mind with no higher purpose. So that's what here is mentioning. Maybe like anger and loss of now. Maybe if you go through more about Bhagavad Gita, we may get more insight like how to reduce anxiety or maybe different options also will be there. With my limited knowledge, I was able to put troubleshooting of two important parameter. There may be hundreds of parameter where Krishna has given, and he also given how to troubleshoot it, how to solve it as well. Okay, let's go to the next slide. I mean, we'll be completing 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah. Okay, so core function we have seen best practices, how to troubleshoot if we face any problems. Now let's go into regular maintenance. So this is very important component. So this is where Krishna is now so mercifully is giving. Krishna is giving very mercifully giving all the different options as a human being what we can do. So Krishna is highly recommending that okay, develop attachment to Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita 12.8 is mentioning that just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me always without doubt. So he's saying that develop attachment to me, I will take care of everything. Next, follow the regulative principle. For example, it's a regular maintenance you understood it. For example, if I buy a car and if the recommended maintenance maybe, for example, 3 months once you have to maintain the car. Then some people say, no, I can't maintain 3 months once. I can't go for service, but I can go for 6 months once. Okay, then they give 6 months. At least if you're not able to maintain 3 months, you can do no at least 6 months one. Some people say, no, I can't go for 6 months. I will know whenever kind of I can go for after 9 months only because I'm so busy. I can't do for come for service. Okay, then they say, okay, come at least you coming for 9 months once instead of no waiting for no any issues comes then you are coming. And some people say, I can come only once in a year. And because I bought a new car, I don't feel no any maintenance required. Similarly, Krishna is saying that okay, you are a product of me. I am recommending you that you follow, develop attachment to me. Everything will be done. I will take care. And some people say, no, okay, I can't do that. I with my current ability, I am not able to. Okay, then Krishna is giving another option. Okay, if you are not able to fix your mind upon me, he's saying, oh my dear Arjuna, oh winner of wealth, if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulative principle of Bhakti Yoga. In this way, develop a desire to attain me. So he is giving the option, okay, if you're not able to fix your mind upon without deviation. That is very important parameter. And okay, then you do the sadhana bhakti, you do regulative practice, and then by doing that, you will automatically attain me. Then the next person say, okay, I cannot practice the regulation of bhakti yoga. Then Krishna is saying, okay, then just try to work for me. Because by working for me, you will come to a perfect state. Just do the work, work for me, do the Krishna conscious activity. So I am not able to do four regulative principle. Okay, maybe you do the Krishna and any activities or any volunteering in within the temple, all those things you can do. Then final category people, okay, however, if you are not able to work in this conscious of me, then try to act giving up all results of your work and try to be self-situated. So if you are not able to work for me, if whatever work you did, the results, you know, give it to me. And say some people will not donate their money for temple building. They give the money for kind of prasadam contribution. So you can do that way. So the maintenance perspective, Krishna is saying, okay, he's given four different packages. Okay, the recommended package is develop attachment to Krishna. That's it. That is the highest level of package. If you do that, your life will be good here. After your life also, your life will be good. If you're not able to do here, okay, you can take three different packages. You do that. When I do that, was for example, if I do first this activity, automatically I'll go to next level. And when you do the following regulative principle, automatically I will develop a desire to attain me. So he is very merciful and giving various options to us to know to maintain our own body, our mind, all those things. So this was regular maintenance. So hope you understand that regular maintenance is very important for for living peacefully in material world as well as in the next life as well. Yeah. If you buy a product, definitely there is a these are the things do's and don'ts. They will say, okay, you please do not connect directly with in the when if it is a places where you don't plug it's a rainy season, don't plug your the devices and all those precautions they mention are safety precautions. So here Krishna is saying that okay, so you understand that what are the do's and don'ts, best practices or regular maintenance. Now I am as a owner of the product, I am giving these are things you should not do. So Krishna is saying here in the 16.21, he is giving warning. There are three gates leading to this hell: lust, anger, and greed. Every sane man should give this up, or they lead to the degradation of soul. So it's giving it's like a warning statement. Say there are three gates. You hell, three gates to hell: lust, anger, and greed. And don't try to do that. If you do that, it's not only will be in material world. You may go to a lower platform. It's like degrading the soul. So that is also is given clearly. It's like you can say safety precaution. So as a when you before you use the product, you have okay, these are the don'ts or these are the precautions I have to take it. If I not consider that, then no product will be damaged. Not only damaged, it will not be useful, and we may degrade to next level. And regarding mode of ignorance, O son of Bharata, know that the mode of darkness, born of ignorance, is the delusion of all embodied living entities. The result of this mode and madness, indolence, and sleep, which bind the conditioned soul. So don't be in a tamasic thing where it will you are born of ignorance, then your living life also will be not good. So whatever currently living the material world, that also will be will be hectic, and then you will be going to the lower platform. And definitely offense. In Bhagavad Gita, this some places we could see the offense, but definitely if we see Chaitanya Charam, there are more detail about Vaishnava, brother, all those things. But here from Bhagavad Gita perspective 9.11, who deride me when I descend in the human form? They do not know my transcendent nature as a supreme Lord of all that be. So this is one of the offense where if we think Krishna as a human form, and that is kind of one of the in the purport Prabhupada mentioning it. So, we should not think Krishna as like a normal human being. So he is a supreme personality Godhead. He has no, he is a Bhagavan. He has all the opulences. And if in addition there may be additional safety precautions also might be there, which I might not be aware now, but maybe when if maybe you might know that additional points. So for high level perspective, I captured three safety precautions. There may be multiple safety precautions also Krishna has mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. That is for sure. I have seen several other verses, but we it need to be now consolidated and put it here. So it will be no long list. What's to do's and not to do's. Okay, so before we go to guarantee, so we seen that as a product of now what is our purpose, what are the key features inbuilt with us, and what are the basic operation what Krishna is recommending. Even for basic operations also he is giving guidance to us, and definitely best practices. If you follow it, you can quickly reach Krishna. And various troubleshooting. If you find anger, if you are in if you lost your intelligence, how you have to resolve those things. And regular maintenance. So 4 different packages are there where you can use it. Recommended package is the first one. And safety precautions. So we have to be aware that what are the activity we should not do or we should not think of it. Okay, now let's go to guarantee. So as a product of the owner of the product, Krishna also giving assurance, saying that no, okay, I created this particular product and I'm giving assurance to you. If you do this activity, I will give an assurance to you that no, you will live happily here. After this also, you will come back to me. So Sarvadharman Parityasya, that verses is mentioned, abandon all varieties of religion, just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction, do not fear. So his assurance is given by Krishna, saying that you leave all the religion, just surrender unto me, and I shall deliver it. This is no kind of core message of Bhagavad Gita, you can say, and it is acknowledged by Arjuna as well, because he is the one who listened that the Bhagavad Gita from Sri Krishna. Now, Arjuna also acknowledging it in 18.73. Arjuna said, "My dear Krishna, O infallible one, my illusion is now gone. I have regained my memory by your mercy. I am now firm and free from doubt, and I am prepared to act according to your instruction." Arjuna is now very clearly, he understood. He is saying he regained the memory by your mercy. So he is acknowledging what Krishna assured. Here, the entire conversation between Krishna and Arjuna is kind of Sanjaya is explaining to Dhritarashtra, and Sanjaya is endorsing it as well. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, in that verse, wherever there is a Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion. So, regarding guarantee, you have seen that the owner of the product also given assurance. The product used by the person Arjuna also acknowledging it, and the Sanjaya who explained about, he is also saying that okay, so guarantees 100% guarantees. So as a product, if we take care of all those key points which Krishna has said, we can know definitely we can reach our goal, and we can do that. We can reach our destination and live happily in this life as well as other life as well. Okay, so these are just summarize it before we wind up. So Bhagavad Gita is a user guide for all of us, and it is given by Krishna. I'm highlighting the features of Krishna, why he is the owner of the product called human. I'm highlighting here so that we are getting the instruction from the person who created us. Then we just high level we went about purpose of human life. Purpose of human life, why we came into this world and what we need to do. We need to do devotion service, complete surrender, self-realization, so that we can liberation, we get the liberation, we go back to Godhead. Then we saw about what are the key features or special features, inbuilt features with the human being, and we need to enable that one. So engaging devotion service only human being can do, and we are part and parcel of Krishna. And there are three different paths where we can achieve, Supreme Lord. And then even with the Varna Ashram also, we got our Varna Ashrama, we are there, we can reach our goal. So these are the core functions of as a product in the material being perspective. It's all act about based on three modes of nature: how to eat, how to sleep, how to meditate, how to speak, how to talk, or how to all those components Krishna has given from the functionality perspective. And here we discuss about best practices, so that we can quickly achieve our target, our goal. So when we do the devotional service and chanting and withdraw senses and connected with Guru Parampara and spiritual master. And troubleshooting when we get anger, how we have to resolve that anger. We have to understand how anger arises. So Krishna is giving how anger is developed and how one person lost their intelligence. So and how we can come out from that issues like the troubleshooting we seen that. And regular maintenance, Krishna has given 4 different packages. Okay, you do this kind of maintenance, your life will be good. So first one is saying develop attachment to Krishna, so that will take care of everything. If you are not able to do, then follow the regulative principle. If you are not able to do regulative principle, at least do no work for Krishna. If you are not able to work for Krishna, give up the fruits of activity to Krishna, so that you can maintain your life here slowly, so that we can progress next. And safety precautions, as we seen, okay, what and all we should not do. And there are 3 gates of hell: lust, anger, greed. And we should not be in tamasic mode where it will bring us down. That definitely offense. We never should do that. And guaranteed, you have seen that Krishna is giving assurance, and Arjuna, who followed it, is acknowledging it, and Sanjaya, who's no kind of made the conversation, he is also endorsed it. So in this way, you can see that if you go through the user manual, open it and go through each sloka, which can use it for day-to-day life. Yeah. Yes. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. And please, if you have any questions, please. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, this was so amazing, Prabhu.
Thank
I
you.
am very, very impressed and inspired to hear such a novel way of presenting. You are an expert marketing agent. And actually, all devotees are doing Gita marketing, right? And as Prabhupada said, that every devotee has their own unique genius, which I can certainly see that such an interesting way and a novel way to present the best product, which is the Bhagavad Gita, covering all the features, maintenance, and key aspect, safety, caution, and guarantee. A guarantee by the great Supreme Lord Himself, guarantee by the devotee, and guarantee by Sanjaya. So it was very, very nice. I'm very, very grateful. And it was a very refreshing way to look at Bhagavad Gita. And you not only just presented the content, but as Prabhupada said, we backed up with every verse which fit in that context. So thank you so much. I'm sure everyone loved it. Let's take 1 or 2 questions based on what Prabhu shared. If anyone has a question or two about or any comments, reflections, thoughts, let's take one or two questions in the next few minutes. Anyone would like to ask or share something?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Danvatanam, all Shri Prabhupada. Very nice presentation, Prabhuji. Like it was very relatable. And yeah, I like the last part that you said about guarantee. So you covered it in very, like your approach was very relatable to somebody like me. So thank you so much. And I see you have put a lot of content, a lot of hard work has gone there. So thank you for doing this for us. Hare Krishna.
Jayanti Mataji, you want to share something behind the scene?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I'm also seeing first time Prabhuji. He didn't share with me, but I know he is doing something for the class. He's preparing. But I was amazed to see like each and every sloka, how he got that. I was really thinking how he searched, or he searched for sure, but it's so happy to see. I'm not even a 0.1% knowledge in this one, so he is having this much, so I'm so happy and proud to be here. I need to get at least to 1 or 10% from him. I pray Krishna. That's it, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. It's really, I'm also each and everything I'm looking, and how the dishwasher and all came here. It's all happened in our home. So many things I was thinking how he correlated, like it didn't came in my mind, but he is thinking each and everything and putting in that. It's he's having office work really tough time now, but still how he prepared, I was thinking, and it's so he's so interested. That's what I can feel, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity for him, and he's also utilized this class, and he showed like what he's the talent, his capacity. He showed his. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting. And I can, as Mataji said, like I can see, by your sincerity and by your presentation, that it's not that you just thought of it like an hour before and just came up with it. I can see how much you have deeply meditated and thought. And then, Krishna also gives inspiration now to help to connect. So all these are ways to bring out the best in us. And we're going to talk about this tomorrow a little bit more, how it impacts our overall well-being. So it's very, very important. And every devotee must kind of bring out their creative genius, whether it's through classes, whether it's through kirtan, whether it's through prasadam, whether it's through making garlands. It doesn't mean that everyone has to give classes, but you won't know until you try. Mm. So very, very nicely done, Prabhu. I have a question if that's okay. Gita is so important. You mentioned many people have this thought um, that Gita is so big, like 700 pages or 300 pages, 700 verses. How a new person who has just heard, like there are many in India who may have heard the word Gita but may not know much about it. What would be your suggestion or recommendation so that they can start their Gita journey, or they can start unwrapping this beautiful product, this timeless treasure? Because it may seem overwhelming sometimes. Sometimes it may seem like it's something of the past. How can they practically begin their journey? If you could please enlighten on that.
I can share a couple of points, Prabhu. Definitely devotees can share. Yeah, as you rightly mentioned, no, the when they see the book, definitely no, they will kind of know. They maybe first page they may read, then they may kind of they will not have time for it because it's very fast-paced manner. So definitely kind of correlating with whatever they have faced the day-to-day component. Because I have seen one pamphlet, I think you shared it, where each sloka you mentioned about anger means go to this particular sloka. I think in ISKCON temple, I have seen one time where put the number of slokas, and if it is anger, you have to go check this particular verse. If we have these issues, you can check it. And if you want to control mind, you refer this particular verse kind of thing. Yeah, definitely it should be it definitely we cannot compare with the Bhagavad Gita as it is, where Prabhupada have mentioned the detailed way. But people who start initially, they can kind of flow chart kind of thing where they can go through each steps, or like I mentioned, like user manual, where we can print it out like a user manual kind of, okay, this is the human life. Okay, if you maybe 10 page, just know, okay, you have how to, because basic eating, sleeping and talking also, no, people not aware how to speak itself is, no, a lot of people not aware whether they are not giving respectful, we are not talking in no respectful manner as well. So even so basic activities itself, it's very well defined. Maybe we can create like a user manual of 10 pages where they can see that, and then they can along with the books. In that way people can at least spend 10 minutes. If they go through, they will understand the lot of informations are there. Even if somebody say 5,000 years before, it's recorded there how one person kind of, if they panic or if they are confused, how their body will be shivered. Although now maybe scientifically now they are saying that if somebody kind of kind of not having control over the mind and how they are shivering, 5,000 years before itself is well defined and everything mentioned. But people are not able to see that. So definitely maybe 10 pages or 5 pages kind of thing will help. Or definitely app is the one where that will help, Prabhu. Definitely. Nowadays people are always in a mobile phone. The apps also may help, Prabhu. Yeah, but it's definitely maybe other devotees will have more ideas. But reaching the new person would be a simple pamphlet will help, Prabhu. That's what I feel.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Very, very nice. Okay, any last comment or thought or question anyone else has? Okay, so we're going to wrap up. It's almost 9:10. We appreciate all the other devotees also. Anita Mataji and Gita Mataji and Shri Prabhu, Nidhi Mataji, thank you. Deepti Mataji, thank you for joining. Manjulali Priya Devi, Jayanti Mataji, Shurma Mataji, Ishwari Radha Mataji, wow. Gita Scholar has joined. Want to say something, Mata? And Ruby Mataji
Hare
also.
Krishna, Prabhu.
Very
Hare
cool.
Krishna. I am so impressed with this presentation. I was like, oh my God, I don't know who this Prabhu is, but the way he presented the Bhagavad Gita is very interesting. And I wish one of these days I could do something like that, but I don't have the time to prepare. Always engage in some kind of service, even while I'm listening. But I really appreciate this opportunity to at least hear. The more I hear, one day Krishna will somehow empower me or something. Thank you so much for this.
Mataji is very, very sincere devotee and a great book distributor from Fort Lauderdale. Very, very sincere. Thank you, Mata, for joining. And Ruby Mataji also joined. So thank you so much to all of you. Let's express our gratitude to Babu Prabhu, and keeping in mind that this was his first time doing this. It takes a lot to do something first time, right? Recall anything we may have done first time, like we are nervous, we are skeptical, we are, there's so many thoughts going in our mind. We don't feel qualified, we never will qualify, but still, by the mercy of Guru and Krishna, we try to make something, try to do something. And your support and encouragement and blessings and kind words mean a lot, right? So we pray that may Krishna empower Babu Prabhu to do millions and millions of such presentations and inspire hundreds and thousands of souls on the path of bhakti. And that this was the first one in this human life, in this lifespan. And let millions of more such wonderful presentations and from the heart and from the sincerity come out, and may it inspire Guru and Krishna, and only be done for the pleasure of Sri Guru and Krishna and Vaishnavas, and which will certainly bring many, many souls closer to the path of bhakti. So let's thank Babu Prabhu by 3 times loudly chanting Hari Bol.
Hari Bol,
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Haribo.
Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai,
Nishad ki jai. Samaveta Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai.
Jai.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha.
Kripasindhubhya kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo.
Hari Bol, thank you.
Thank you.
Hari